Hey everyone, how's it going? Hope you're doing well out there. Just wanted to look at some more pre-orders that popped up on BigBadToyStore.com. Again, I'm not affiliated with them or anything. They just have a lot of fun toys and other stuff that you might be interested in. So I just like looking through the stuff and just seeing what I might be interested in. If there's something you're interested in that I maybe miss here or don't cover, let me know in the comments. But I actually bought a few different things on here recently, and all of it is supposed to ship this month. We're almost at the end of October, so I don't know if it's all going to ship out on time, but with COVID and everything, some stuff is getting delayed, especially stuff like this. So hopefully that's not the case with my stuff, but if it does arrive on time, that means I'll have some actual stuff to open up and show you guys and review some figures. So that'll be fun, but for now, let's just check out some of the pre-orders that popped up recently. This is page 1, so this is the most current stuff that has popped up for pre-order. Bunch of Gundam stuff. Well, doesn't look like they're actual Gundams, but there's a ton of Gundams on here that I notice at least. But see if there's anything that catches my eye here. These are unusual. Funko Pops, NASCAR Funko Pops. Never thought I'd see the day, but why should I be surprised? And some Disney stuff. Nothing that's catching my eye just yet. Who are these guys? Tough guy and bold guy. Okay. Interesting. There's a Snake Eyes 1/6 scale figure. It's pretty cool. I'm not the biggest G.I. Joe fan, but I like Snake Eyes. I'm probably like a lot of people. Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow, I think they're cool characters, cool designs. This is only $145 for a 6 scale figure. Let's see. Yeah, 12 inches. Let's take a better look at him here. Looks alright. Detail looks pretty decent. Looks like Hasbro makes this. Okay. Looks pretty... Doesn't look bad, it just looks a little standard maybe. And maybe it's just the poses they're putting him in. I think they could maybe make him look a little cooler. He looks really brown actually. I don't know if that's picking up for you, but... Yeah, it looks like he's got a cool bandolier stuff here on his belt. Got this kind of gauntlet. Pretty nice looking. It looks, I don't know, see, okay, now he looks, his costume, his outfit looks black, which is correct. But these other pictures, he just kind of looks, I guess they're maybe going for some kind of a glow or a glare off of this background. This kind of fiery background, but yeah, I don't know. It looks pretty nice for the price. $145 is really, really good for a 6 scale figure. 4 pairs of hands, a couple guns, a knife, 2 swords, bunch of grenades. This seems like a pretty good deal to me. I'd probably be jumping on this if I was more of a G.I. Joe fan or if I wasn't concerned about how much room I had in the house for these sort of things. 6 scale figures are a great size, but I'm not one of those people that... my space is limited for this sort of thing, but if that's up your alley, you're not going to find a 6 scale figure for a better price than that, so I like that a lot. Here's these Mafix figures, which are pretty nice, but they're always like $100. Let's see. Okay, Spider-Man is $90. And they have this chest thing that I don't really love. And this is what I don't care for with some of these figures, is like the joints are so visible. And that's obviously for posability, but I mean like look at his knees there. It's just odd to me. Okay, that's Spider-Man, I suppose. What Spider-Man is this? Is this from something? I don't know. I guess that's supposed to be Spider-Man's head. And I suppose that's sort of Tom Hollandish now, since he has sort of blonde hair instead of Spider-Man's usual kind of brownish hair. But that's $90. This Azrael Batman is $105. These are six-inch figures, just over 6 inches. Whoops. Yeah, I mean, it looks okay, but I mean, you could probably picture seeing this in a Toys R Us, right? I mean, this isn't that unusual of a figure to me. Other than some of the joints are like more posable. Joker, I didn't like the movie as much as most people. I'm not gonna get into a movie review, but the Joaquin Phoenix Joker stuff, probably not something I'll be buying anytime soon. These look great though. They look pretty realistic. This is a 3rd scale though. This is pretty big. $1,000. So how tall is that exactly? 20.4 inches. Yeah, I mean, that's pretty awesome. Very well detailed, but you're going to pay a price for it, so probably something most people will have to think strongly about before they buy anything, pay that much money. Final Fantasy trading card game. There's a lot of trading card games now anymore. I love them, but can't get anyone to play them with me. So, you know, I'm not even a big... I like Final Fantasy well enough. It's just not like one of my favorite series or anything, but I would play a Final Fantasy trading card game just for the hell of it, just because I like trading card games, but no one I know plays them regularly, at least, so just not something I'm probably going to get into anymore. I mostly liked the old Magic, and I mean, there is no old and new Magic, really, but Magic before they just started adding new rules every time they came out with an expansion. So, you know, Magic around the time of, like, Ice Age, those sort of expansions, and Weatherlight and Visions were, like, the last 2 expansions that I ever bought Magic cards for, and that was 20 years ago, probably, and they just kept adding more and more rules, and it's just harder and harder to go back to the game unless you know it like the back of your hand. I kind of would like a stripped-down rules set for Magic, but not sure if that's a popular opinion or not. There's some busts here. Here's a Joker. Amazing Yamaguchi. Now, I did order a couple Amazing Yamaguchi figures. This was not one of them. Just to give you a little bit of a preview of the stuff I ordered this month that's supposed to be on its way. This is not one of them. This is $90. The ones I bought, I think one of them was $75 and one might have been $90. So one thing I like about these is that even though they are priced pretty close to those Mafix figures, they have just like this slight anime look to them that I like, but it's not too overdone. This is not a great example for the case I'm making, though, just because I don't think I like this figure very much. So far, not bad with this image here. There he is there. He looks really big. That image, I'm not sure what they're going for exactly. There he is again there. I don't know, he just looks so bulky to me. That, I don't know what is... That's just odd. His joints look kind of odd there, too. I like that. That's fun. That would be a fun pose to do. Look at those big ball joints in his elbows. I mean, that's a nice idea there, that background. The heads seem pretty nice. Accessories are pretty solid. And there he is with the Harley figure, who you can see as well. Like, this is a nice figure. She's got a little bit of an anime flair to her face, if you can see that. But it's not crazy. Like, if DC came out with a Harley figure like this, you wouldn't think much of it. And you wouldn't say, oh, this looks really Japanese influenced or anime influenced or something. But the Joker, I'm not loving, just because he looks so... It looks like it's so much bigger than he normally looks. He looks like the Joker if he lifted weights for a while. Looks kind of cool there. It's a weird picture. But yeah, it's kind of an interesting take on it, but he just looks too... His body mass is just too much for me for that one. See what else we got here. I'm just trying to ignore the Funko Pops. Too many comments to make. JoJo figure. Not coming up with as much as we usually do on these. Usually there's a little more to talk about. Oh geez, here's a Christmas story stuff. I can't even think about Christmas right now. I think Christmas is going to be weird this year with everything going on, but we'll see. Here's a bunch of Gundams. They're always coming out with Gundam figures and statues to buy. I mean, obviously there's people out there that love them, but there are so many of them, and often for the same Gundams. So, oh, look at this. Don Corleone, 1/3 scale figure. That's nice. Looks very, the likeness is very on point, just like the Joker figure. Yep, 20.47 inches, about the same as the Joker figure. $969. I mean, that's about as close as you're going to get, I think, likeness-wise. Yeah, that's really nice. A lot of money, but really nice. And some Valkyria Chronicles stuff to make you uncomfortable. Who are these guys? KT Project. I don't know what that is. Andre the Giant. That's not a great likeness. I think you can do better than that. That looks like someone else to me, but I can't place who. He comes with a beer can. I don't know if you've ever heard the urban legend that he drank like 200 beers in one night. I don't know if that's actually true or not. That's alright. The face just isn't there for me. $45. Only 8 inches tall. I don't know. Not quite there for me. Now here's okay, I will talk about one Funko Pop. Who would know that was Mario Andretti? I don't even know what he looks like, but that could be anyone. And that's kind of my review of 75% of the Funko Pops. Some pretty cool Ghostbusters stuff. Let's see how much they charge for Back to the Future keychains. Only $10 for basically what's basically 2 keychains. That's not too bad. We talked about keychains before. I think they're a little overdone now, but well, here's an actual Titan, the Eren Yeager Titan. Just basically looks like a naked figure. $55, 6.3 inches tall. Yeah. If you love Attack on Titan, I think you're still going to have to buy that one for yourself and just kind of hide it away. It looks a little weird. Plus, again, like these joints, I mean, I know they want to make it posable, but my God, like, I mean, look at his crotch joints there. I don't know. Do people get enjoyment out of a figure like that? I mean, it doesn't even... I don't know, man. I love the first season of Attack on Titan. Still haven't seen the rest of it. Kind of a weird series to recommend, though, just because it has peaks and valleys, for sure. So it's kind of hard to... It's not hard to recommend. It's just you kind of have to recommend it with caveats. Like, oh, it's really good, but... you know, it kind of dips, and there's every few episodes there's one episode that's kind of boring, you know. So, but I think the highs are very high. So that looks like about all we got here. I don't know what these are. Pins, I guess, for the Black Widow movie. That I don't know. Is that ever coming out? Did they announce anything? I'm not sure. $15 for a 3-inch pin. I guess that's pretty big for a pin, but I don't know. Some people love pins. I'm not so much into them, but that's all they really got this time. Doesn't look like they gave us a whole lot of fodder to work with. So, hope you enjoyed this. I'll see you guys next time, and let me know in the comments if there's anything that you wanted me to cover that I didn't cover. I'll get an idea of some stuff that you guys might want me to talk about that I'm just kind of glossing over. So, talk to you guys next time. Hope you're doing well.